Welcome back. So far, we have learned that happiness is not something we buy or achieve overnight. It grows through healthy habits, meaningful relationships, and a positive way of thinking. In this part, we will look at three powerful ideas that psychologists often connect with long-term happiness, purpose, resilience, and emotional intelligence. Finding your purpose. Imagine waking up every morning with no reason to get out of bed. You have nothing to look forward to and no goals to work toward. After a while, life may begin to feel empty. Now imagine a different person. This person wakes up excited because they have something meaningful to do. It could be teaching children, caring for family members, creating art, helping customers, or studying to become a doctor. This feeling is called purpose. Purpose does not have to be something famous or extraordinary. You do not need to change the world to have a meaningful life. Many people find purpose in everyday activities such as raising children, helping neighbors, learning new skills, or supporting friends. Psychologists have found that people with a strong sense of purpose often experience greater happiness and better mental health. They are also more likely to recover from difficult situations because they know what they are working toward. If you are unsure about your purpose, ask yourself questions like, what activities make me lose track of time? What kind of problems do I enjoy solving? How do I want to help other people? And what values are most important to me? The answers may not come immediately, and that's perfectly normal. Purpose often develops over time through experience. Growth instead of perfection. Many people compare themselves to others. A student compares their grades. An employee compares their salary. A young athlete compares their performance. Social media has made comparison even easier. We often see pictures of vacations, expensive cars, successful careers, and smiling faces. However, these pictures usually show only the best moments of someone's life. They rarely show the failures, disappointments, or hard work behind those achievements. When we compare our everyday life to someone else's best moments, we often feel unhappy. Instead of comparing yourself to other people, compare yourself to the person you were yesterday. Did you learn something new? Did you become a little kinder? Did you practice your English for 30 minutes? Small improvements matter much more than perfect results. Understanding resilience. Life is full of unexpected challenges. You may lose a job. A friendship may end. You might fail an important exam. A family member may become ill. Nobody enjoys these experiences, but everyone faces difficulties at some point. The ability to recover from difficult situations is called resilience. Resilient people are not people who never feel sad. They feel pain just like everyone else. The difference is that they continue moving forward even when life becomes difficult. Imagine a tree during a strong storm. A very stiff tree may break. A flexible tree bends with the wind and survives. People can become flexible in a similar way. Resilience allows us to adapt instead of giving up. Learning from failure. Think about a famous inventor. Before creating a successful invention, they probably experienced many failures. Every unsuccessful attempt taught them something new. The same idea applies to everyday life. Suppose you apply for a job and do not get it. You have two choices. You can think, I'm not good enough. Or you can think, what can I improve before my next interview? The second response creates growth. Failure is often information, not a final decision about your future. Many successful people describe failure as one of their greatest teachers. The importance of emotional intelligence. Have you ever met someone who stays calm during stressful situations? Perhaps they listen carefully, speak respectfully, and solve problems without becoming angry. These people often have strong emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence means understanding your own emotions and recognizing the emotions of other people. It includes several important skills. First, noticing your feelings. Instead of saying, I'm angry, you might say, I'm disappointed because my work wasn't appreciated. The more clearly we understand our emotions, the easier they become to manage. Second, controlling emotional reactions. Everyone feels angry sometimes. The question is not whether we become angry. The question is how we respond. Some people shout immediately. Others pause, breathe, and think before speaking. That small pause can prevent many arguments. Listening with empathy. Another part of emotional intelligence is empathy. Empathy means trying to understand another person's feelings. Imagine your friend says, I had a terrible day. Instead of immediately giving advice, you might ask, what happened? Then you listen carefully. Sometimes people simply want to feel understood. Listening is often more powerful than speaking. Strong relationships grow when people feel heard and respected. Optimism without ignoring reality. Optimism does not mean pretending everything is perfect. Instead, optimism means believing that problems can be solved and that difficult situations can improve. Imagine two hikers climbing a mountain. Both become tired halfway to the top. One says, "This is impossible." The other says, "This is difficult, but we can take one step at a time." Both hikers face the same challenge. Their attitudes are different. The optimistic hiker is more likely to continue. Research shows that optimism is connected with better health, stronger relationships, and greater happiness. Fortunately, optimism can be practiced. One useful habit is asking yourself, what is one positive thing I can do right now? Instead of worrying about everything, focus on the next helpful step. The value of rest. Many people believe they must stay busy every minute. If they are not working, studying, or answering messages, they feel guilty. But rest is not laziness. Our brains need time to recover. Think about professional athletes. They do not train every hour of every day. Rest allows their muscles to grow stronger. Our minds work the same way. Reading a book, walking in nature, listening to music, or simply sitting quietly can improve creativity and reduce stress. Sometimes the best way to solve a problem is to stop thinking about it for a while. Building healthy self-talk. Every day we talk to ourselves. Sometimes these conversations are encouraging. Sometimes they are very critical. Imagine making a small mistake. Some people immediately think, "I'm so stupid." Would you speak to a good friend that way? Probably not. Instead, you might say, "Everyone makes mistakes. You'll do better next time." Psychologists suggest treating yourself with the same kindness you would offer someone you care about. This does not mean avoiding responsibility. It simply means recognizing that being human includes making mistakes. Kind self-talk increases confidence and reduces unnecessary stress. Happiness is shared. One interesting discovery is that happiness often spreads from person to person. When someone smiles sincerely, others are more likely to smile. When people act kindly, kindness often continues. Positive emotions can influence families, workplaces, classrooms, and communities. Your happiness does not affect only you. It also influences the people around you. Even small actions, a smile, a thank you, or a kind word can brighten someone else's day.